C4 got that bass on it.
Hello y'all, welcome to Island's Plate with me, Treasure, and I am here with another video for you. We're gonna do my favorite meal, or one of my favorite meals, which is
pot roast.
So I'm gonna run into this really quickly. You know, I don't like to sit here and talk too long. We're gonna start with the pot that we're gonna bake the beef stew in. I like this pot. My grandmother used this pot. My mother used this pot. I'm gonna use this pot. Is this the same pot? No, I bought this from Walmart. But I remember this pot, so I make sure I have it in my kitchen, okay? So, you're gonna put this on a medium heat. You're gonna put some oil in there. I already did that, but I'll do it for demonstration purposes. I'll be right back. I'm back. Some tools you need. Okay, so I would suggest a wooden spoon and a fork. Okay, so this is hot by now. We're gonna take a quarter cup, so yeah, 1/4 cups of flour. Put it on in here.
Things to remember while you're working through this process: to keep your heat low and to make sure that you don't have a burning, smoky mess, okay? You're gonna have to use a little bit of elbow grease. I know your arm might get tired, but you know, try your best to make sure that it doesn't get clumpy and that you are consistently having a flow with your gravy or your roux, if however you want to call it or whatever. But yeah, stay consistent and try your best to make sure that you don't have a whole bunch of smoke, like the whole house, the fire alarm should not go off, is what I'm getting at.
Okay, you're going to stir the oil and flour until it turns this color. Hopefully you can see that. Once it turns this color, we're going to go on and put this beef in here. We're going to sear it and slide it here. We're not trying to cook it through and through. All we're trying to do is trying to get it to sear on both sides, and you want some of the gravy to stick to the beef. That's all we're trying to do right now. Get you a nice grade of chuck roast, wherever you decide to buy your chuck roast from, whether it be the butcher, Walmart, your nearest Publix, wherever it is you want to buy your chuck roast from. Try your best to make sure it has a good marbling on there.
Good marbling just means that there's enough white particles within the meat, basically fat, okay? So you want to see enough fat in your muscle of the meat. That would be good marbling, okay? So grade 4 would be not so great, grade 9 would be perfect, but if you can get anywhere between, I would say, a 6 and at least an 8, you would be you're looking towards a nice tender, juicy piece of pot roast, okay? Mind you, that chuck roast is already a tough piece of beef because of where it's plated or where it's placed on the cow as it is. It's already gonna be tough, so you're gonna wanna try your best to get yourself the best tender beef that you can possibly get.
So while I'm waiting for this to sear up a little bit, you don't have to get my exact color. Actually, you don't even have to make a roux at all. As long as you at least sear the steak in some oil and some, like I would say, like maybe some garlic also, some oil and some garlic, and then you just throw the flour on top of that. That'll work too. I just like the nutty flavor of the gravy. So that's an option for you. You don't even have to make the gravy roux. Just sear it. Make sure you get a browning on both sides. Sprinkle your flour on top of it, and the rest of your ingredients, and put it in the oven. Okay. Okay. This is the color we're trying to strive for both sides. Once we've gotten it there, Now we're gonna go on and add on our seasonings. This is, I'm gonna just say it, bouillon, beef bouillon, coriander, garlic powder, mustard powder, rosemary, thyme, and I have some citrus salt. Go on and sprinkle that stuff on there very nicely. I'm going to make sure I get on both sides, and we're going to flip it, spread it around, spread the love of the seasoning. You want to make sure the seasoning is all through this pot, and drag this damn meat all through the bottom of this damn pan. Some people like to cut theirs up. I ain't cutting mine up. I'll do it later. Okay. This is what you want it to look like. Okay. Now that you have it looking like that, go on and take your vegetables, if you want to put vegetables in here. I have onions, garlic, celery, carrots, and potatoes in here. Toss it in there. Don't worry about seasoning it. The seasoning that's already on the meat is going to be shared because we're about to put some water in here. Or you can put chicken broth, beef broth, whatever you want to put in here. I'm going to put chicken broth in here. Okay. I have spread that around. All right. This is what you want it to look like. Turn off the heat. Don't forget to do that. We're done with making our gravy. Add water, chicken broth or beef broth. I'm adding chicken broth. I'm adding the whole thing. All right, at this point, I hope you have already had your oven preheating to 350 degrees. Put it in the oven and don't touch it for 4 hours. See you in 4 hours.